Speaker and I are going to have to leave pretty soon because of the memorial service, so we'll take questions on this subject first. Yes, ma'am.
Hi, I'm Tia from the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. Can you give us, the actual timeline of how you plan to do this?
Yes. The bill is on the floor now. We will move a motion to proceed. We're waiting to hear. Our Republican colleagues haven't yet told us what their plans are. They're having their lunch today, and we hope that they will move forward with the bill and not block it and just go forward. So we hope to get it done this week if we don't have real obstruction.
Leader Schumer, I was wondering how you balance a bill that tells DOJ to more aggressively investigate and prosecute these the anti-Asian, the hate crimes against them, with Rev. Tlaib's comments last night about no policing and no incarceration.
Well, look, we all know we have to root out systemic bias in law enforcement, and we feel the best way to do that is the Justice in Policing Act. I don't know if it passed the House this year, but it passed it last year, and we are making every effort to move it forward in the Senate. I will put it on the floor for a vote.
If I could add, sorry.
Yeah.
If I could add something to that. Providing more resources and dedicated personnel and helping to streamline the process helps with data and reporting. We know that not every one of these incidents will ultimately be charged or even prosecuted as a hate crime, but we want to make sure that local entities, law enforcement, have the tools. They need to know what is a racist trope, what helps prove intent if there is a hate crime that's charged. The legislation also includes components that would contain counseling and education if and when someone is convicted of a hate crime.
Okay, yes.
Right there. Collins is saying that she could support this legislation if the language were tweaked to remove a reference to the hate crime being linked to COVID. Is this something that Democrats would support?
Well, we'd have to discuss it. We'll wait and see for the Republican lunch, but we certainly are open to amendments that are germane, and that one would probably be germane. Yes?
Follow up on that question. Is it going to be a challenge to accurately collect this data if these crimes have to be specifically related to COVID-19?
I didn't hear the question. I'm sorry. Say it again.
Is it going to be a challenge to be collecting accurate data and potentially holding people accountable if these crimes do have to be specifically related to COVID-19, because that may be hard to prove intent on both racism and related to COVID?
Go ahead, please.
Yeah, I mean, the intention of this bill originally was to get a more clear and accurate picture of what happened during this last year, during the COVID pandemic. But of course, this is something that we're interested in the long term. This hate crimes legislation doesn't only pertain and help the Asian American community, it would help all communities before and after COVID.
Last one.
Do you think adding the Blumenthal-Moran amendment would put more pressure on Republicans to support it, and do you have support from Moran if that?
You'll have to ask him. I think it's a good amendment. It's needed. It's bipartisan, and we'd like to see it added to the bill. It's not a political issue. It's a substantive issue. It's a good amendment. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye, Grace.
Thank you, Grace. Thank you.
Allison said she was